I talked today about Imbolc. I just come for a little walk, and it's the 1st of February, which is Imbolc time. It's really wintry and windy, so it doesn't feel particularly like it's coming into spring. But Imbolc is all about the land awakening and fertility. And so we tend to think of spring equinox as being a time when everything starts to become quite spring-like, although it happens before that. And what I like about this time of the year is that as you're walking around, you see little shoots coming through the ground. And I saw my first lambs yesterday and I got really excited because I was like, oh wow. And Imbolc, a meaning for Imbolc is in the belly, so it's about being pregnant with something new. And the ewes coming into milk because they've had their babies, and the lambs are out, and very soon we'll feel the birds, that beauty of the birds going, wow, it's spring. They start singing this beautiful song, and you really do feel the land awakening. And February is a particular time that I love because you're sort of between the times. You're between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. Traditionally, this is a Celtic festival. It's one of our cross-quarter festivals. So you have the equinoxes and the solstices, and then you have this one, Imbolc, and you symbolise things like the harvest. So you're looking very much at the seasons and how the land changes with the seasons. And when I go into nature and I sit out there and I work with nature and walking around, I'm really acutely aware of how nature changes. And in winter we've gone through this big retreat, which was necessary. And what I like about the land awakening is that it reminds us that we had to sleep. For something to awaken, there had to be a time of sleep and retreat. And as somebody who craves the sun, who loves swimming in the sea and loves the feeling of the warmth of the sun on my body, I find the long, dark sort of days with the grey skies and lack of sunlight quite hard. But I feel myself in sync with nature because I feel a sense of retreating. It's a time for quiet. I sleep more. And now I can feel that things are starting to regenerate inside me, that I too, like the leaves on the trees which will now start to open on some of them, the blossom which might come out on the blackthorn. That's one of the first blossoms we see. The tiny little flowers that come through the ground, the celandine and the snowdrops are already out, and there'll be primroses and violets and wood anemone, and the woodlands will look from bare behind me right now to just being full of colour and richness. And I appreciate that more because it's been quite barren with the winter. Today is also known this time as Bridget's Day, St. Bridget. So Bridget, Celtic goddess, patron of the arts, a fire goddess. So very much feminine, fertility and beauty. About the beauty of life, about ourselves as beautiful beings. And Bridget was taken over by Christianity to become Saint Bridget, and a very strong feminine figure like Mary, Mother of Jesus. So this in the belly and the life, this fertility, is something that we can strongly feel this time of year. It's a time to let go of the old for purification, and a lot of the spring flowers that come out will be for purifying and cleansing, like dandelions and cleavers, to just cleanse out the old from the body, to detox. And we ourselves can take that systematically as well to detox what we don't want in our lives. So being of the fire, Bridget, and of the home, a lovely thing to do right now is to light a fire. And you could do that on the beach or at home if you've got a fireplace. You could light a fire somewhere. You could take something you don't want anymore and write on a piece of paper, throw it in the fire and let that burn away and think, right, that's gone now. I don't need it anymore. We carry so much baggage around with us and we don't need it. Every moment is a moment to start anew, no matter where you are. And maybe light a candle today, whenever you want something new, and watch that flame flicker. And then put an intention into that flame and say, I want this for the future. I want to manifest this beautiful thing in my life. And that flame represents the life, the fire of the heart, the fire that's within all of us. So taking Imbolc as a time to awaken yourself, a time to maybe come out and be in nature. Go to a spot you love and watch it change over the next 2 months as the leaves come out and the flowers come out, and you feel that sense of vibrancy, and feel the sense of vibrancy within yourself for your own journey. Blessings on Imbolc. I'm going to continue my windy walk now. Have a lovely day.